Yeah, yeah. It's
Put your hands together. I'll use English because this is being recorded and shown across the world. Okay? We are operating in a very difficult times where this world is dealing in a pandemic. We all know it. I thank Satish for giving this opportunity to host this beautiful event. For those who are thinking that this event is just one-off, you will only go through a process of fear in the coming days, because what's happening across the world is fear is killing more people than actual disease. We are leaving very big holes in the auric field, big holes, because more you read, more you listen to what others are projecting on you, you will always operate in a very low frequency dynamics. I was at Kerala Foundation, the ashram where I stay in Chikmagalur, very high frequency place, and I suddenly landed in Bangalore. I could feel the wave, depressing wave here, the suffocating wave here. I could felt like as if somebody is strangling you. What is this frequency that is holding us back? Is fear. It's called collective fear. So in collective fear, we all become victims of our own devices. We become more and more vulnerable. When you say vulnerable means what? If you walk around somebody, you assume that they have a disease. Your auric field gets distorted to a point where instead of being integrated, you are weak. So you are strong only when you are one unit, and one unit means it is a process of sampurnata. Sampurnata means coming together as one unit. Eventually Paripurnata, which is the journey of combining all our bodies. I welcome you to the phenomenal program called as Vajra Kavacha. Today is only an introduction program. I trust that in the coming days, if you are really interested, we can go deeper into this process. It all depends on you. My job is to serve this planet, those beings who are ready to receive. I'm already writing a book on this. I've been inspired to take this journey to those beings who are ready. So, if you are feeling very ready inside, you will do something extraordinary today. Yes or no?
yes.
Yes? You have not come here to just watch some concept. You are here to practice. You are here to become more and more aware. How many of you feeling good in the body? Good? Feeling good in the body? 100%? Sure?
Yes.
No halfway. Either full or no. Yes, you can't half dive into a swimming pool. Can you? Most people are doing half diving. Only one animal on this planet can do half dive. You know which one? Langur. If a langur jumps from one tree to another, if it realizes the branch is too far away, it returns back. Only langur has a capacity. We don't have such a long tail. So please remember that you cannot reverse your decision. Once you jump into the pool, you either jump or you sit on the side. So I welcome you to the supreme diamond armor. So what is diamond armor? People think diamond means very hard, something very hard, yes? Yes. Diamond is actually charcoal in a crystalline structure. Charcoal in
Crystalline
structure. So what is the difference between charcoal, between a honeycomb structure and a crystalline structure? Is in a crystalline structure, the light is passing through with more integrity. Light is passing with more integrity. That means, what is the difference is, if you hold a stone which is not yet cut properly, the structure is not there. It is still an uncut diamond. Yes? If you cut it properly, you need a diamond cutter somewhere in Surat to do it for you. The minute he cuts it, you will feel the refraction of the whole sun radiance passing through it. So I request each one of you to remember that you have come to a diamond cutter. You have come to a diamond cutter. My job is to cut in the right shape so that you receive. the right way. Yes or no?
Yeah.
If anybody cuts anyhow, it will not be the same. So when you go to a diamond cutter, you don't have to give any instructions. Yes? So what is the difference is, you need to receive a practice and a process. Awakening is by divine grace. It is not in our hands. Yes? If you are pre-qualified, if you are worthy enough, you will be awakened. So all we are doing today is increasing our deserving levels. Increase our deserving level. Are we deserving, or are we part of this mass confusion where we emerge and perish? Most people are dying today on this planet as somebody. Okay, the force decides to convert anybody into somebody in front of everybody without letting anyone know. So nobody knows how it works, but there is a force which is acting on us. I'm going to use this mic so that I can use certain frequency sounds later. Okay, when I really need this, I will use it for more processes. So we will just have a small discussion about this, and then we'll go into the practice. So what is this body? What is human body? Human body, very, very badly misunderstood. Because number one, we think it is just one body, biological instrument. If your biological instrument, how many cells? 150 trillion cells. You know how many bacteria? 10 times the bacteria. So 1,500 trillion bacteria. That means bacteria are more than the cells. That means we are at the mercy of bacteria. You cannot change the sequence. The force has decided that bacteria is going to be there in this body. This body has a small 3-pound instrument known as the brain. This brain has tremendous potential. What is the potential? It does processes, 4,000 processes in a split second. 4,000 processes in a split second. So we are nothing but huge command center, nerve hub. So we have a circulation which is 20,000 kilometers in the body. How many? 20,000 kilometers, and drained 2 times. Okay, so 20,000, and in its including the nadis and arteries, it becomes 60,000. How much? 60,000. So 60,000 means 3 times the spin on this earth. That's why you do pradakshina 3 times. Okay? Why do you do pradakshina 3 times? Because you're saying I'm going around this earth 3 times. 20 into 3, 60,000 kilometers. So we have portals. Portals means something is coming in and going out through this opening. It's called Dwara and Randhra. So we have portals. Brahmarandhra, Shivarandhra, Brahmadwara, Mahamoksha Dwara, which is to exit to the higher planes. Now we have nadis. Nadis is not really we have nadis. Nadis has us. If nadis don't work in your body, you will not be able to survive. Because nadis are connected to the matrix known as Matru. The Divine Mother is nothing but Matru Bindu. We are all connected to the Matru Bindu, whether you believe it or not, whether you like it or not. So, what is this inner universe? Inner universe means we are part of unseen dimensions of light inside us. So, this body is just like a pipe, like a flute. You've seen a flute? Hollow bamboo. Okay, basuri. So now, this basuri has got holes. Like you've seen a basuri which has got holes. All these holes are actually your Shat Chakras. Your Shat Chakras. So, your inner universe is defined by how much can flow through you. So, we under our Muladhara, there are 7 dimensions, lower dimensions. Atala, Vittala, Suttala, Rasatala, Mahatala, Patala. 7 dimensions. Above our head, we have 7 dimensions, which is connected to the chakras of Vyomanga, Vyapini, Ananta, Anatha, Anushrita, Samana, Unmana. Okay, 7 dimensions above you, 7 dimensions below you. So, we are not just an ordinary body. We are the gift of the cosmos. We are a gift of the cosmos. So, what is the meaning of toroidal flow? Toroidal flow came from the word toroid, which basically means, if you've seen a donut, all of you seen donut, Inside donut, what is there? Hole. This hole is right here. Around us, there are round spherical shapes of light passing through. This is called toroidal flows. If you know how to access this flow, you can come back into higher dimensions of light. Now, what is sacred geometry? This whole body was designed through the geometer of this universe is God. What is it called? Geometer of the universe is God. What is God? God is a creative intelligence. It is the force which is continuously transmitting, continuously absorbing. So all our collective experiences is returning back to the force. So what are you throwing back at God? If it is pure love, pure compassion, you are on the focal point of the radar. If you are throwing fear, you are low frequency cosmic dust. You choose whether you want to be a cosmic dust or you want to access the godliness. So what is golden ratio? If you've seen a honeycomb, if you break open take away all the bees, all the honey, you will see one structure like this. That structure is strong. It is used in aircrafts, it is used in even the furnitures. Yes, honeycomb structure, because it is taking the stress load of all the weight falling on it. So there is a golden ratio. For instance, if you take 1 unit and at the 0.6 point, okay, at the 0.6 point of that 1 unit is where the maximum magnetism is. So if you take a flower, right in the center of the flower, there is a point known as the nectar point. Nectar point, from where all the petals are drawing energy from. That is the golden ratio of a bloomed flower. So we will go little by little into this science. What is Schumann frequency? They said Earth is spinning. You know what is the spin of the Earth? Speed of this Earth? 1000 miles per hour. That is the spin of this Earth. Now the spin is increasing. It is not decreasing. You see, days are flying. Just day before yesterday we celebrated New Year. We are already on March 14th. So that means time is, whatever time we think it is time, is going faster. So there is a Schumann frequency. They said Schumann was 8 Hertz. Now it is 13.8 or 14. So it is fluctuating. It's in fluidity. Now Planck time. Planck time is, what is the smallest unit of measure we can ever remember? So they have taken 1 unit, 1 anukana, the smallest unseen but yet the unit of light. They said, what is this light? They says this body is coming together as a form and becoming formless at the speed of 10 to the power of 44 times in 1 second. How much? 10 to the power of 44 times in 1 second. So fast that we cannot see. So we all assume, oh, my body, I have a structure, I have a shape. How do you know you have a shape? Because you can't feel the formless. We have a form, it is called akara, rupa. So nirakara, nirupa, nirantara, nirvikalpa, nirvigna, nirakala, nirlipta, nirguna. It becomes a process known as nirmana, which is right now in this body. It's called nirmana kaya. It is called nirmana kaya. You have a body which is process known as nirmana kaya. Shiva came on this planet as nirmana kaya. We have yet to develop nirmana kaya because we can't go away without adrushya, pratikasha, pratyaksham. So that means pratikasha, the divine light passing through all of us, we can't see it. So this is called as thin film consciousness. Thin film consciousness. So what you think is a body is nothing but thin film consciousness. So that means what is the real matter then? It is not driven by consciousness. So what is your power? Your power is to return back to the source. The faster and closer you go back to the source, you will be rid of diseases. Instead of finding vaccines, finding new ways to invent this body, you need to access the real science. So very few people understand this science. That's why they choose the long queue in front of the hospital. If you go and stand in front of a big hospital waiting for your medicine, you are attracting something known as superbugs. Superbugs is convention of bugs. Viruses, bacteria, germs, all put together, they have Mahakumbh Mela. So if you go in front of a hospital, you are attracting all of them together in permutation, combination. You don't know what is going to come out of it. It is marriage of the melas. You don't know, right? So what is oral protection then? How do you know you are protected? You are protected when you are fearless, number one. You are protected when you are strong, when you feel love, when you feel compassion, when you feel integrated, connected. See the big difference, right? You walk through a dark road, alley. You imagine that there are ghosts, there are murderers, so you are shrunk, your energy is shrunk. But if you walk straight and absolutely fearless, the energies won't hurt you. Yes, it is called a strong oral protection. We are working on this today, how to build a strong oral protection. And frequency shift. What is frequency? Understand a simple concept. You all studied computer? Anybody who has not studied computer? It operates on binary 0, 1, 0, 1. Simple. Look at the switch. On, off, on, off. So now, when you are on 0, it is called zero field awareness. When you are on 1, it is moving towards a positron. Moving towards a positron. That means there is an energy transmitted, radiation. So between 0 and 1 is a fluctuation. Fluctuating between 0 and 1. In this oscillation, a frequency exists, a vibration exists. So what is your vibrancy? If your vibrancy is Shambho, zero field, you are magnetic, powerful Shiva. If you are just operating as a very weak vibrancy, you are a Rogi. So Rogi, how did you become Rogi? Bhogi. Yes, Corona is a grand example. So from Bhogi to Rogi to Yogi, from Yogi to Gnani, from Gnani to Rishi. This is a process of awareness. So now what is quantum? Quantum is, see, at this level of awareness, at the eye level, what do you see? Only problems? Yes or no? To find solution, where do you have to go? At this eye level, you cannot search. You only can cry, struggle, live in kind of fear. Yes? To approach this, you have to look at the creator's eye, creator's angle. When you look at the creator's angle, you will see yourself as a small dust, small dot. You can do bombarding like a laser beam on this body and retrieve. I have seen this happening to my journey. It is not new. It is quantum understanding through, you don't even have to look at quantum physics. There is a process of soul frequencies. We will discuss this later. Gamma wave, the seventh wave in our body, in our brain is the gamma wave. Gamma wave is misunderstood. People think it is just one oscillating wave between the front and back of the brain at 40 times a second. 40 times a second. But it is not just a brain wave operating, moving up and down without sense of purpose. The sense of purpose is if a high frequency being operates on this plane, he radiates compassion, anukampa, karuna rasa. So what is the sign of an awakened being? First, Sringara rasa, which is connection of divine love. Sringara rasa. Second, Shanti rasa, calmness in the whole instrument. Third, Karuna rasa. Yes, all three rasas together, it will come up in the center, it will have an explosion. It is called Rasanubhuti. Rasanubhuti. So the process of rising is called Rasodhara. And those people who do not connect to this rasa are called Rasabhodha. So ignorant beings are called Rasabhodha. Simple example. You know the word Madras? Yes? Madras came from the word Mandarasa. Manda Rasa became Madrasa.